Okay guys, so I've gone ahead, finished up individually masking each particular kill stripe. The helmet is still bagged. Before you start putting any paint in on the actual helmet, you want to make sure that all your masking tape is still firmly stuck down with no any gaps showing. Make sure all this is nice and stuck down, there's no visible helmet showing. Because like I said earlier, you really don't want to be ruining your nice lovely painted dome. So I've gone ahead and I've mixed up my paints. The colours we'll be using will be yellow 154. I haven't put any thinner with this. I don't know if you can see it, but it is so weak. You can call it weak. I can't think of the word for it. I was going to say runny, but that sounds a bit wrong. And I think any thinner with this, it'd ruin it. This is going to have to be gone in light coats. I've always had this trouble with the yellow. Same for some of the more lighter colours as well. I find that they're very thin. That's the word. Thin. I've also gone with orange 82 or 84. Let me go check a minute. Yep, orange 82. This will be used then to fade. I think we're going to go from 4 stripes. The last 5 stripes will be orange, and then we'll start to fade into the yellow. We're first going to spray on the yellow. I usually don't go in smooth motions with this. I really don't like this yellow. I'll make sure I got a nice flow going first. I sort of just quick bursts. I really do with this. I really don't like this yellow. A little tester on this masking tape. And I do very, very light coats. This yellow is very thin. I don't know if you can get any thickening stuff for these paints. I've mixed it quite thoroughly, but it's still very, very runny. So what I tend to do is I tend to go in even lighter coats than what we'd usually do. So this spray would go on now. I'd leave this for about 10 minutes. I'll wait for it to become tacky, and then I'll put another coat on. Usually give it 3 coats, then I'll start to put some of the orange on, then we'll go back to the yellow. So we'll fast forward now to me putting on a second coat of this. So yeah. Okay guys, so I've put on another coat about 10 minutes ago from the last one, which I left for about 20 minutes. So altogether I put this paint on about a half hour ago. The yellow is very, very difficult to put down, I find. It's a very, very thin paint. I went ahead and I poured the paint back into the pot, give it another good stir for about a good 5, maybe even 10 minutes. It was quite a while I was stirring it for, and it's come out a bit better. I just persisted with the stirring, and it's coming on quite nicely now. Try to get some flow through the brush. There we go. So, like I said, I don't tend to brush this too much. I go for a more of a burst on each individual piece because the yellow is so difficult to put down. Just a quick little blast like this. You don't need to put too much really on these last couple of panels. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch our little pot around for the orange. Now with the orange now, you just want to work out how it flows. I have a bit of paper by here, so you can see how the orange flows. I have to turn this slightly. You just I'd start by start practicing, see how nice the orange comes out, and just slowly bring it onto the helmet. Like so. And that's pretty much how you would do the transition from the orange to the yellow. Maybe a bit darker. But I'd repeat the I'd wait 5 minutes then for both the colours to start to settle. As like I said, they're quite dodgy colours to put down. And basically with this now, I'll finish up painting these with the yellow. But I'll also bring the yellow over and give a better blend between the two colours. But the blend is pretty good with just the tapping. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. You just want to keep working each colour until you're happy with the blend and happy with the colouring. Like this yellow is slightly too dark for my liking, so we'll probably have another coat along with the orange just to lighten it up a bit. So that's pretty much it now. I'll cut to the unmasking bit. Hopefully it's all turned out alright. This is the only part of the helmet that I usually have problems with. So fingers crossed. Okay guys, so I've been letting this dry for about 20 minutes now. It's still slightly tacky, but I want to get the tape off because I don't particularly like leaving the tape on the actual paint. So I'll go ahead first. I'm going to remove the bags. Just the first step. Hopefully they've done their jobs and it's stopped any paint seeping through. Got a little bit of yellow there on the ear, but I'm not too bothered about that. Just make sure none of the tape touches your nice freshly painted kill stripes. That's off. We can go ahead and remove the next bag. Like so. And the moment of truth. Well, first of all, I'll have to remove these little bits of tape here. I'm trying not to disturb the middle bits because I'm actually planning on using this tape on the next helmet, as I really can't be bothered to tape it all out again. It's quite handy if you're doing two helmets at the same time. Let me get my scalpel a minute. There we go. Right, just carefully remove all this now. As before, I'm not too bothered about moving the masking fluid, so hopefully now once we remove this we should have nice clean square lines of the tape. You can also see as well that I've gone over the yellow a bit more and toned down the orange, which I think looks a lot better. So we can go ahead now, just pick up the back bit, grab both pieces if I can. Grab it, there we go. Just gonna slowly start to remove it. Just like so. Having some issues with the masking fluid, but they're coming out alright. Just pick up this one bit a minute. There we go. Move this down here. Two little bits at the back. And there you go. There are your kill stripes for your Boba Fett helmet. You can see how tedious it was to put on. But it's come out pretty nice. There's a little bit of bleed in by here and by here, but that can be neatened up with a cotton bud with a little tiny bit of thinner on. We'll get that off. It shouldn't affect the green. I'll bring the helmet a bit closer so you can see the transition between the yellow to the orange. Not many people realise that there's a transition between the two colours. Move these parts a moment. There we go. Okay, you can see how nice they come out, nice and straight, sharp, edges. That's what you want. So next up now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint up the ears next. And we got the fun bit then of actually painting our red down. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I sure did. Got a little bit edgy then with the yellow, but it's come out really nice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo, and see you next video.